and the fact that he was hit up in the first place shows you how real prison is. Your celebrity status is not going to protect you. If you're accessible, it can happen.
Tell him Jake know firsthand, bro, because it didn't protect Jake. It didn't protect Jake or his ass. Hey, yo, I'm slipping, I'm falling. I got to get up, back on my feet so I can check. I've been through mad different phases. Bam, what poppin', man? Welcome back to the channel, man. I go by John. If you new, go ahead and rock out with me, man. Go ahead and like that vid, sub it up. After you sub it up, make sure you ring that bell. After you ring that bell, make sure you hit all, man, because I don't need y'all to be missing these bangers, folk. You feel me? So, hey, man, we got to talk about this Tory Lanez situation, bro. You smell me? I kind of touched on it briefly on my main reaction channel, King Dunn Reacts. Y'all know this King Dunn Reacts too, man. But a subscriber got in my comments and he was like, bro, we need you to touch on it, man. Touch on it a little bit more, man. So that's what we got. We just gonna react to what happened to Tory, man. If y'all don't know the background on Tory Lanez, bro, he locked up because he allegedly shot Megan Thee Stallion in one of them big ass feet that she got. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing. That's wrong. That's being so insensitive, man. That girl was shot allegedly. But anyway, yeah, man. So Tory Lanez little shout ass. Then he getting his ass whooped by Megan Thee Stallion, bro. And he go for the first thing he see, which is her feet. That's crazy work. I'm being funny about it again. My bad. I'm sorry. But yeah. So anyway, that's why he locked up, bro. I think he caught a 10-year bid, and they say that somebody then gave Tory some of that jailhouse treatment. So we just gonna get into it and see what's going on with him, bro.
Man, what's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on Tory Lanez getting stabbed inside a prison and the man
Jake, what poppin'?
Who did it. May 12, 2025, located north of Los Angeles lies the California Correctional Institution in Tehachapi, California. In 2021, the prison closed its minimum custody facility, meaning its 2,600 inmates were level 3 or level 4. These are the most dangerous levels in California State Prison, where race, gangs, and strict politics are enforced with deadly consequence. The only step above this would be the maximum security inmates housed within the security housing unit, otherwise known as the SHU.
The hell is that, man? Man, ain't nobody sleeping on that, bro. Jake went and got that off of Google, man. Ain't nobody sleeping on that, folk. What is that? What the? This what y'all going in the chain gang? This what y'all going to? When I did my 18-hour, man, we had a little something better. I mean, the toilet looked the same, but what the hell is that bed, bro? Oh!
A disciplinary confinement reserved for the prison's most violent, whose only escape from a cell is a human dog cage. It was 7:20 in the morning when 32-year-old Daystar Peterson, who's more commonly known as the rapper Tory Lanez, was violently attacked. TMZ would originally report multiple sources, including a corrections officer, claimed Tory was on the prison yacht. But an updated report from a representative of the California Department of Corrections would clarify Tory was attacked within a housing unit. Prison staff rushed into the unit administering first aid while quickly determining Tory suffered life-threatening injuries, forcing them to call 911. Video would emerge of who's believed to be Tory Lanez landing in a life flight helicopter at Kern Medical Center in Bakersfield, California, an hour-long drive from the prison. With that distance, a helicopter was the only form of transportation able to move him fast enough to save his life.
Tried to kill him! Man, hey, bro, these niggas in the chain gang, they'll keep anything too, bro. Tory probably stole a pack of noodles. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Probably got too many cookies out somebody's cookie pack or something. That's why I ain't trying to go to no chain gang. I try my best to stay out the hands of the law. No cap.
A message to Tory Lanez Instagram account would state he'd been stabbed 14 times. 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face.
Trying to kill him.
Both of his lungs collapsed,
oh my
and
God.
he had to be placed on a breathing apparatus. Luckily, Tory was breathing on his own, and despite the pain, was talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through.
Ain't God good?
He also wanted to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Based on his wounds, it can be assumed Tory was attacked from behind, as the majority of his wounds struck his back and behind his head. Initially, no word was released as to who did it, leaving room for speculation. Because this took place in California, the only time someone is stabbed and it doesn't result in a race riot is if they are stabbed by their own race. But that isn't the case here. Compton rapper Spider Loc would post a conversation with a current inmate at Tehachapi. The man would claim Tory was on a tier full of Mexicans when a Mexican stabbed Tory. He confirmed Tory had...
Hold up, bro. What the hell wrong with Tory? What's wrong with his hair right here, bro? That must be when he had got the implant. He should have put his do-rag on straight up.
He confirmed Tory had to be airlifted from the prison, and the prison was placed on lockdown. He'd also confirmed, as soon as the lockdown is lifted, the blacks will be seeking revenge on the Mexicans.
What's Gucci? What's cracking? What it do, Fine?
Shit, nothing much for real, right? This morning, brother, the Mexican out of bust on the boy Tory. You know, they airlifted him and all that, so you know that's gonna respond when we come off this shit. We're gonna respond the right way to that.
They laid the yard down?
No, it happened in the building.
What was it over? It was over. So what he had? Did he have a debt, a gambling debt, or something?
Nah, nothing like that. Shit, we don't even really know. We don't even know the whole situation, you know.
So it was just like
pack of noodles.
Place, so it's gonna be up.
Yeah, it is. For sure, was some foul play.
Damn, cuz. Wasn't nobody right there with you? Wasn't nobody right there with you?
Yeah, I guess nobody wasn't. He was by himself out there. He got a whole tier full of necks. He on a whole tier full of necks. Well, you already know, once we get on this shit, we put some player on. First play.
I'm already knowing. God damn.
Tehachapi has a known reputation for being SNY, otherwise known as a special needs yard. These yards are known to house gang dropouts, snitches, sex offenders, and anyone else whose life is threatened by being in general population. But California has also recently implemented 50-50 yards, half general population, half SNY, to integrate the two prison societies. This goes against strict prison gang politics, mainly for the Mexicans and whites who are allegedly forced to attack any rival or SNY inmate to essentially remove themselves from the yard until they are placed back in general population amongst the quote-unquote honorable convicts. While general population is deadly, it's controlled chaos. And SNY yards can be just as dangerous, if not worse, as the gang politics that keep things...
But how though? Like, that makes no sense. Like, how is a yard that's full of gang dropouts and people who basically fear for their life, how can they be dangerous though? That's crazy to me. Get in them comments, man.
In line, go out the window and violence becomes rampant. It's unclear if Tory was in fact SNY, as that comes with its own bad reputation within prison, but it's likely Tory was placed on a 50-50 yard, and his politics didn't require him to remove himself. Now, Tory's attacker would be identified as 42-year-old Santino Casio, a man with a dark vibe.
So your job expects you to be on time for work every day.
Yeah.
Wants you to just wait 2 weeks for your paycheck if you need a...
Crazy, right?
On June 8th, 2022, a then 20-year-old Santino, who went by the name Sonny, was heard arguing with his 13-year-old girlfriend. Minutes later, she was shot in the face with a shotgun.
What?
Santino would go on the run for 2 weeks before being arrested. His own family would testify against him in court how they heard the argument before the blast. A coroner would testify the barrel must have been 4 inches away from the girl's face before it went off.
Blew her face out.
An interview from the day he was arrested would be played at trial where Santino admitted to having a relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the shooting.
How old is he?
A runaway, while Santino was on parole from the California Youth Authority for burglary.
Like, why do we let people like this live, bro? Yeah, I mean, like, I ain't wishing death on nobody, but why is we housing him, bro? Why? You feel what I'm saying? Man, we should have been hung him, sent him back to Mexico, and I ain't no pun intended. I'm just saying, why are taxpayers paying dollars to house him, bro? When he shot a 13-year-old girl, bro. First of all, he probably, I don't know how old he was. I think they say he was 20. I don't know, let's see. So he ain't have no business with no 13-year-old girl. Do it say how old he is? Yeah, say he a 20-year-old parolee with a 13-year-old girl. They get to arguing and he shoot her. And we house him and feed him 3 meals a day and pay his rent, give him somewhere to live. Like, man, bro, they should have hung him at the halftime show during the Super Bowl, bro, where everybody can see it. You feel me? If they want crime to go down, they need to start doing stuff like that. If you kill somebody, bro, during the Super Bowl, bro, we finna hang you. And we gonna let everybody see us hang you, bro. Get what? People will stop trying to cross the border. Nothing against that. Do your thing. Like I'm saying, I don't have nothing against nobody trying to have a better life, bro. You feel me? But people will stop killing. People will stop coming over here, killing all that. Americans will stop killing. You feel me? That's how we can fix it. Cause there ain't no reason why this man should be eating 3 meals a day, man. He should not get 3 hots in a cot. He should be dead. Shit crazy.
An interview from the day he was arrested will be played at trial where Santino admitted to having a relationship with the 13-year-old girl for a month before the shooting. The girl was a runaway, while Santino was on parole from the California Youth Authority for burglary. In 2004, Santino would be sentenced to life in prison for murdering 13-year-old Evelyn Candejas and 2 other attempted murders from 2 separate stabbings.
It's crazy, man.
While in prison, he'd be sentenced to an additional 6 years for a prison stabbing on another inmate. And in 2018, he was sentenced to an additional 2 years for possessing a knife in prison.
This nigga.
Santino Casio was as dangerous as they come. But his conviction for murdering a 13-year-old girl he'd been dating confirms he was definitely an SNY inmate, as he'd never be allowed to walk in general population without being stabbed or killed.
Okay, I got you.
Why he chose to attack Tory Lanez is unknown. Many question if Tory was targeted because of his own conviction for allegedly shooting his former friend Meg Thee Stallion.
Ain't no way a man who shot a 13-year-old girl finna go at a man who allegedly shot a grown woman. Nah, it deeper than that game.
The fact that he had a female victim, many would assume would be reason enough for him to be hit.
They should have been friends.
Santino's case is far worse than Tory's could ever be portrayed and offers no motive as to why this happened. Tory Lanez is expected to survive, and it can also be expected that Santino be placed in the shoe and receive additional time in prison for this attack. But what is more time than someone who's already serving a lifetime?
Yeah, he don't care.
A superstar rapper once on top of the world, now surrounded by killers with nothing to lose because of a stupid decision that changed the entire course of his life.
Facts.
Tory is lucky to have survived this, and hopefully remains lucky enough to survive the remaining years of his 10-year prison sentence. Now, when Tory was sentenced to prison, everybody assumed one of 2 things. One is his money and celebrity status is going to keep him safe. And 2, because he has a female victim, he could be targeted. I don't know if either one played a role in this, but the fact that Tory was damn near killed, right? Because prisons don't call in a helicopter for nothing. They all have medical units within the prison. Like, if it's superficial, they'll fix you. The fact that he had to be airlifted, his lungs collapsed, Tory almost got killed.
Facts.
This was a serious stab.
Facts.
Anytime a helicopter lands, it's serious.
Big facts.
The fact that he survived this and the fact that he was hit up in the first place shows you how real prison is. Your celebrity status is not going to protect you. If you're accessible, it can happen.
Tell him Jake know firsthand, bro, because it didn't protect Jake. It didn't protect Jake or his ass. Oh! Okay.
Happen to you. The fact that Tory was on an SNY yacht, from my understanding, doesn't mean he necessarily went PC for protective custody. From my understanding, the black race in California State Prison doesn't have to remove themselves from SNY yards because their politics don't do that. The whites and the Mexicans will not stay on a 50-50 yard. It's required that they remove themselves. The reason they do that is so they don't run into pieces of shit like Santino Casio, a man that murdered a 13-year-old girl that he was dating, right? General population, they don't want him there. So if he goes there, they remove him. But if they get placed into a dorm or a unit where they're surrounded by weird f***s like that guy, they gotta pop on somebody to remove themselves. The reality is, if Tory was never at that spot around that guy, this would have never happened. And that's the thing about general population. Even though it's so strict, it's controlled chaos. That's why when Spider Loc was questioning his boy inside of the prison, he was asking, was it a gambling debt or something? Did Tory do something? What would cause someone of another race
for sure
to attack him?
For sure.
Because under controlled politics, that doesn't happen like that. But in this situation,
for sure.
SNY inmates, there's no rules and everything is off limits, resulting in Tory Lanez damn near being killed. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. Again, Tory is like 5'1", and from what I understand, he's been moving around like a regular inmate. The celebrity status doesn't hold that much weight to people that don't really give a fuck. You know, you got a lot of people in there that's never coming home. They don't care about the celebrity shit because they don't ever get the chance to experience it. This is prison. This is the reality of prison. And this could be your reality if you make a decision that lands you there. It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Until next time.
For shit show, Jake. That's crazy, man. I don't know, bro. Maybe, man, I don't know. Don't even get me the line about why they mashed out Tory Lanez. I don't know. All I know is that I'm not gonna say Tory shouldn't have been in prison because I don't know where he should have been. They say he stabbed Meg Thee Stallion, you know. A lot of y'all say he didn't. They done came out and said the bodyguard say he didn't. I don't know why he would even, I don't know. It's crazy that, but we're gonna react to that on the main reaction channel. Y'all tap in over there, Kingdom React. But I'm glad Tory cool, glad he alright, man. You feel what I'm saying? And that right there just go to show you, right? Like, we can make a split decision, bro, and it'll cost us everything we work hard for. It'll cost us our whole life. You feel me? And I already know some of y'all, like I said, gonna be like, but he ain't even shoot or done. Look, he had his ass locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, in America, you innocent till proven guilty, and he was proven guilty by a jury of his peers. When now one of them my peers, they were his peers, and they found his ass guilty. So that means the evidence had to show that he was a little guilty. I know a lot of y'all think Jay-Z and Rock Nation got that much power, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't. You feel me? But if he's not guilty, you know, it'll come to the light, man. But I think Tory need to get around him some black folk in the chain gang. And don't get me wrong, black people can be more dangerous than Mexicans, bro. Your own kind can be more dangerous than people of the opposite race because they may try to extort him for money. You never know, man. The prison is just it's an awful place, man. That's why I don't understand why these Why these young kids, why these kings, why they want to go, why they want to have ops, why they want to have bodies, like why they want to disrespect grown-ups, why they just don't want to learn as much as they can learn and then go off and be a law-abiding citizen and get rich and move your mama out the hood, man. You feel what I'm saying? Don't be the child that your mama gotta come get you from the chain gang. She gotta study, put money on your books. She gotta worry about if she gonna get a call in the middle of the night that somebody done took your head off. No, be the child that your mama like, hey man, I'm proud of that boy, man. That boy bought me a brand new car. That boy got me out the hood. You feel what I'm saying? Even though Tory Lanez, I'm pretty sure his family felt that, you dig? He just made a dumb decision at the end of the day. Even if the decision was nothing but to ride with Megan and her partner, knowing he was knocking down both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. I don't know though, but we glad Tory, alright. We glad he cool. And yeah, man, I don't know if he's in 50-50 Gen Pop, protective custody, but wherever he at, bro, the Mexicanos ain't rocking with him like that, bro. No cap. But that Mexicano who hit Tory up 14 times, they need to kill his ass. He should have got the death penalty. No cap. But this is America. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one in the comment section down below, man. Don't forget to like that video. Don't forget to sub it up. After you sub it up, make sure you ring that bell. After you ring that bell, make sure you hit all, because I don't need y'all to be missing these banger, folk. You feel me? 1,800 by the day, folk. 2K, we on the way, folk. Road to 10K to 100K plat will be all by the top of the year, man. I love y'all, man. It's Saturday, bro. I'm finna go enjoy my Saturday. Well, I gotta chop these up and get these to y'all, man. But after that, man, I'm gonna go enjoy my Saturday, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you do a little work, too. Make sure you make some money, man. Do a little work before you go party, celebrate life. A lot of graduations going on, man. But do a little work, bro. You feel me? And give God some praise and glory on the weekends, too. You know what I'm saying? Meditate on the weekends, too. You feel me? Pray on the weekend. Don't just use the weekends to be destructive as hell. Then go to church on Sundays so you can cause more hell. Nah, man. Let's learn how to, you know what I'm saying, elevate ourselves daily. You feel me? I love y'all, man. Mark Life or No Life. Mark with No and we coming. OTM, we getting straight out the mud. Y'all tapping on that ground found Keno_7. Tapping on all my other YouTube channels. All links in the description down below. Be on the lookout, man. PyramidLadies.us. We're going to drop on there in a minute. That's my clothing brand, Imperium. So be on the lookout for that. I go by done. We're gonna catch y'all on that next vid, man. Let's get it. Gang. You know we got the streets, nigga. We got the trap too. I say my trap doing numbers. I just bust another jewel. Got a player around the corner. Hey. I say my trap doing numbers like that 05 summer. Got a quarter pound.